But you know what, Barnaby? It's this. What frightens me is that many of the super funds are not pushing back on this, because this is, as you say, this is wrong. But is there a conflict of interest? They have a look. Many of the biggest super funds and their main lobby groups, they're chaired by former Labor figures, including former ministers Wayne Swan, is still national president of the Labor Party. He's chairman of CBUS. Nicola Roxon, chairman of HESTA. Greg Combay, head of Industry Super Australia. And these super funds and their lobby group, they're also big donors to Labor. The whole arrangement seems to me extremely cosy, in fact, too cosy.
Well, it is. And more to the point, and then that cohort is then joined by the enlightened few, who I went to review. I went to a private school in Sydney. But many of the super funds actually draw from that pool, where we have people who are basically pretty wealthy, went to private schools in Sydney, and coming with that is a certain political view, might I say in many instances a teal view. But they don't do it with their money and support their views with their money. They support it with yours. And they get it themselves onto super boards and say, you know, we're going to be virtuous here. But it's all right for them to be virtuous because they're very wealthy. They haven't got a worry in the world, you know, multi-generational wealth. Good luck to them, and God bless them. That's the whole thing. We respect that and protect it. But they shouldn't be inspiring their views on someone else's money who's out there shearing sheep, stacking bricks, working on the road. That's not what is. That is not their purpose. And when that combines with the Labor Party, who's basically people who multi-generational indoctrination by their own political views, that's a bad combination. And then it's backed up, as I just showed you from that Financial Review quote, where they say that, you know, the super funds have to look at climate policy and digital policy and housing policy. We'll look at them if they make a buck. If they make a buck. But if they don't, no, we won't.
Well, you see, that's the bit that really frightens me, Barnaby, because when they say, you know, we want you to invest in all these green schemes, those green schemes, they don't make economic sense, right? They do not make economic sense. The only reason they will turn a buck is by taxpayer-funded support or mandated use, like you must use this green power, which means we're locked in to an inefficient, irrational form of power generation, because otherwise poor old Labor Party super funds, industry super funds, they're going to suffer a loss. We can't have that, can we? It locks us into a terrible future.
It's a troika of the economic apocalypse when it works like this. The troika being, you know, the three horses pulling the one chariot. Number one horse is they use subsidies, which is basically your taxpayers' money, your viewers' money, to subsidise renewables, subsidise the wind towers and the solar farms and the pump hydro and all you know, big subsidies. And then they use government policy to say you must buy them. You must buy this product. When you go to the power supermarket, you must buy that potato. You must buy that apple. And now it's the third horseman. And when we run out of money, we're going to go into your super fund to dolly it up even more. And if you can't see the problems in that, dear listeners, then boy, oh boy, be careful. You know, little old bush accountant, be careful. It's your money. Protect it. Because if times get tough and that money's not there, the person who suffers out of all these virtue signalling is you. You.